Excellent, thank you. Okay, so morning everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. So here's our agenda. It won't take too long at all, so just a brief hello and welcome. What's new for this year's event? Deadlines for you to be aware of. Some information about gleaning. And then, like I said, there's time for some questions at the end if you have any. So let's get started. So first of all, this meeting is being recorded. If you don't wish to be seen, then please just turn your camera off. I think because I'm presenting slides, I don't think I can see you guys anyway in the recording, but just in case, if you don't want to be seen, please turn your camera off. So we've got lots of people in today's meeting, which is brilliant. Some of you are new to exhibiting and we may not have met in person yet. So I'll quickly introduce your main contacts for the Kent Construction Expo. So I'm Emily. I head up the sales and sponsorship for the Expo. It will be me who booked your stand with you. And so please do get in touch with me if you'd like reminding of what you've booked, if you'd like to inquire about additional sponsorship, or you'd like the latest copy of the floor plan sent over. My colleague Lois is the marketing manager for the Expo. Lois is the go-to person for anything logo, website, delegate email related. Lois is also putting the speaking program together. And then we have Deborah, who is in this meeting. Deborah is one of the directors at Revolution Events, and Deborah's here with us. She'll be monitoring the chat. So if you have any questions that can't wait until the end, please just pop them in the chat of this meeting, and Deborah will be able to answer. And there will also be some important links going in the chat as well. So just keep an eye on that. So what is new for 2026? So to start with, we're going to have a faster, more simple registration area and process. So previously we have posted out badges to delegates, and sorry, I'm just admitting a load of people. I don't want them to miss out. Okay.
Emily, I'll do the admitting for you.
Brilliant, thanks Deborah. So delegates will receive an e-badge before the event, so their badge will be emailed over to them and they can either print it off at home and bring it in, or we're going to have lots of kiosks on site where delegates just pop the registration code into the kiosk and their badge prints there for them. Wi-Fi. I know that Wi-Fi was a bit of an issue at last year's event, and we've been working with the Kent Event Centre and BT to improve the Wi-Fi for this year's event. We know how important it is for everyone to be online on the day, so we're working closely with the Kent Event Centre to get something sorted. As soon as we can share more details, we will. Due to such a busy event last year, we have expanded the catering space. So the main catering area is going to be in a big marquee accessed via the John Hendry Pavilion, and we're just going bigger for this year. So there'll be more seating and hopefully a better flow of traffic. Returning again is the road closure. So we close a lane on the A249 towards the end of the event to make sure that it's easier and safer for those leaving the Kent Event Centre to get back onto the A249. And then new for this year, we are going to have an architect wall. So this will showcase key projects across Kent and highlight any upcoming opportunities, and it will give visitors a greater insight into what's happening across the region. Any more questions about that, or if you'd like to contribute to the architect wall, please do get in touch. We'd be happy to talk to you a bit more about that. And you may or may not know, next year Martin's Law comes into place. So to get ahead of the game and to make sure that we are comfortable in our procedures, we're going to put some additional measures in place for this year to support a smooth and well-managed experience. So it will be things like a refined parking plan, more parking marshals to guide arrival and departure, and an increased on-site presence. So it's just to make sure that everything runs efficiently, comfortably, and safely from the moment that you arrive. So here are the deadlines for you to be aware of as an exhibitor. If you have an advert in the event guide as part of your package, the deadline to get that sent to us is the 17th of August. Obviously, if it's ready before, send it over. That would be great. The company information form. So this is where you can send us your logo and some wording about who you are and what your company offers. So this information goes on the event website and into the on-site event guide that we give out on the day. The deadline for this is the 19th of August. However, I'd strongly advise, if you haven't already completed that form, please do send it as soon as possible, because the sooner we have it, the sooner we can promote you as an exhibitor on the event website. To access this form, there is so on your screen on the right hand side, if you go onto the event manual, which Deborah will link into the chat now, if you click on there, on the left hand side you'll see a menu. Head towards the bottom and click on Form Downloads. That will bring you the screen you see on the right. So you can see you've got important forms, which is where your company information form can be found, and then there's optional forms, depending on what you've got in your package. And then the other sort of main deadline to be aware of is your exhibitor badge form. So the deadline for this is the 29th of August. Once you know who will be on your stand representing your company, please complete this form, as what we will do is print off all the badges and put them out on your stands on the build-up day, which is the day before the event. You don't need to wear a badge on the build-up day, only for event day. Glean-in. Hopefully this isn't the first time you're hearing of Glean-in. We have been using it for a couple of years now to help promote the exhibitors involved. It's worth noting that the emails we send with important updates, reminders and deadlines, etc., are sent to the person who booked the stand. The emails will come from the address you can see on the screen now in blue. So if you need to change the contact details for the person who receives the important exhibitor information, let us know as soon as possible. Here is an example of just how easy it is to use Glean-in to promote that you'll be exhibiting at the Kent Construction Expo in October. So once you click on the link, which is emailed to you, you'll arrive at the top left page. Click on Let's Get Going, and you'll get to image 2 on the screen. You can use the left and right arrows to browse the different graphics available. There's examples of the different options in the bottom left of your screen. And then you can choose which platform to share the graphic from. So for this example, I'm using the Kent Invicta Chamber as an exhibitor. So as you can see, the graphic is already populated with the exhibitor logo. We do this for you in the back end, so you don't need to worry about this. It's all ready prepared for you. Once you've chosen which graphic you'd like to use, please click on the icon of the platform you'd like to share it on. In this case, I'll choose LinkedIn, which brings us to this page. So you can edit the wording to say whatever you'd like before posting to LinkedIn. I've put some suggestions of text to include on the right. So you might want to include your stand number, who you're looking forward to seeing on the day. And a big one would be, why should delegates visit your stand? You know, there's over 200 exhibitors at the event, so why should they make a beeline for your stand? Do you have a fun game? Are you running a competition, or do you have a cool giveaway perhaps? Once you're happy with the post, click Post to LinkedIn. And voila, this is a screenshot from LinkedIn showing you the post has gone live. So once it's live on LinkedIn, obviously tag the event. If we see anything tagged to our event, obviously we will try and engage with it. And remember to use the hashtag as well, hashtag KentConExpo. Glean-in can be shared on LinkedIn, Facebook, WhatsApp, email, X, and Instagram. So in yellow, you've got lots of different ideas of how to make the most out of Glean-in. And yeah, between now and the event in October is the perfect time to sort of build some hype towards the event and let everybody, let all of your connections know that you're going to be there. Remember, social media is free. There's no limit on the amount of times you can post. So yeah, just make sure anyone you're connected with knows where to find you on the 1st of October. So in summary, if you haven't already, please complete your company information form as soon as you can. Start planning who will be representing your company on event day so that you could complete the exhibitor badge form before the August deadline. Use the time between now and event day to do some pre-event networking online and share your gleaning graphics. The next and final exhibitor prep teams meeting will be on Tuesday, the 15th of September at 3 o'clock. So that will be the last one before the event. We'll cover things like the build-up day, important event timings to be aware of, networking breakfast, and the gala dinner. So between now and then, you'll receive an email to be able to buy tickets to these networking events if you like to, and we can just go through the overall day in a bit more detail. I'll send the recording of this meeting round. I'll also include the Teams meeting link for the next exhibitor prep in an email as well. So that's it really. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, please feel free to just unmute yourself and ask or type something